Good evening. On behalf of the Lee County Board of Education, I would like to welcome you as we honor a teacher and coach who brought great pride to Lee County. Before graduating from EKU in 1962 and beginning his teaching career, Mr. Heber Dunaway served in the Army from 1953 to 1955 at the end of the Korean conflict. He then attended Eastern Kentucky University, where he played both baseball and basketball. He married Louise Brewer in 1957 and was married for 55 years, bringing 2 daughters into the world who would go on to give him the joy of 6 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. In 1962, Mr. Dunaway graduated from EKU and began his teaching career in 7th grade science right here in Lee County. From 1962 through 1965, he was the assistant basketball coach under Mr. Gene Flynn, and then became the head basketball coach in 1965. Mr. Dunaway held that position until 1980. During his coaching career, he had 265 wins. He had 7 district championships and took both the 1968 and 73 teams to state by winning the regional champions as head coach of the Lee County Bobcats. Aside from basketball, Mr. Dunaway is also an avid golfer. He and a group of businessmen started the Beattyville Country Club in 1960, and he has been involved in golf ever since. He was the state left-handed champion in 1978 and 81. He leased and operated the Riverside Dairy Bar for 16 years and also owned and operated Bobcat Dairy Bar for 40 years, showing his great pride and commitment to Lee County. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce that the Lee County Board of Education has approved to name this gymnasium that we stand in tonight after a man who gave much of his life to Lee County. And therefore, from this moment on, this shall be considered the Heber Dunaway Gymnasium.
Heber, I see you got your yellow sheet there. How about mine here? Okay, this is not going to take long, about a half hour or so. I kind of got voted into doing this, and I would rather be right here than anywhere else in the world right now. And I would like to thank Mr. Dunaway for the time and dedication that he has spent as coach of the Bobcats, and the time he has spent away from his family. Can you imagine all the hours and games away and just everything? So that's a lot of time away from your family. Now, as you know, Heber took 2 teams to the state tournament, and then the second team he took went to the semifinals of the state tournament. And that second team almost made it to the finals. They were about this close. And yes, I'm the one that missed the free throw. Now a little bit of something from the past, and I want to let Coach Dunaway know that we forgive him. We forgive him for a couple of things. One is the intense practices we had right here, and the other is for running. We were the best shaped team in the whole state of Kentucky because he really ran us through it, and we forgive you of that. But one thing that I want you to know, as we got older, we understand why. you know, that it kind of paid off down the road. And the other thing that I would like to forgive you of is Mr. Dunaway had a rule that you could not date during basketball season. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? But I wanted to know that we actually forgive you for doing that. Well, not completely forgiveness. So, I got to turn the page. Now this is just kind of some serious stuff. I don't think there's any greater honor that a coach could have other than having his name bestowed upon a basketball court. That is just the ultimate honor. And Coach Dunaway deserves this honor more than about anybody that I can ever think of. And he was pretty well respected back in the day. A lot of people you don't remember, but I see a lot of people up here that are here. And he was respected in this district here and the region, and especially all over the state. You'd be surprised how many people know Mr. Dunaway. So, in conclusion, I just want to say, Coach, congratulations, and thank you for being our coach, and thank you for being our friend.
I don't have a written piece of paper, and I'm not going to speak very long. We had too many long practices in this gym for me to stand out here on the floor. But I want to say this. If I hadn't played basketball for Heber Dunaway, I would not have been at the University of Kentucky in 1969. That's a fact. One thing he wouldn't have done, a lot of coaches probably wouldn't have put up with all the stuff and things that I did, but he did work as hard, and if it hadn't been for hard work, I wouldn't have got there. I put 2.5 years in here and got to go to a major university, and that was because of him. And also, just a short few years ago, I suggested to a gentleman standing at the other end of the court right here that they needed to name this gymnasium after Heber Dunaway. And he said, well, I don't know about that. We need to do this or this or this. And I said, well, y'all got some power, get it done. But I am so happy that they've done this, and they did it while he was able to see it happen and him enjoy it, because he deserved it because of the things that he did. Not just as a coach, but as a person. Because actually they might come and revoke my license. One little story. When I went and took my driver's test, I drove Coach's car. I went by myself to the courthouse, which I broke the law right there, for driving by myself with a permit to get a driver's license, and he had a big Pontiac, and I had to drive it parallel park in it. But he did lots of things besides just coach for us. He taught us how to survive in life, and I had a lot of hard licks while I played ball. My family, I had some brothers that got killed. My grandma died, different things. My dad died when I was young. I had a lot of other people that advised me, that helped me, gave me encouragement. And it'd be hard to name them. But a lot of people helped a lot of us, and that's why we were successful. And thank God that we were successful, and that made Coach Dunaway successful, and through his teaching and his coaching career. And I just want to say thanks to all the people that are responsible for this. He deserves it. God bless him, and good luck to him.
important, I'd ask them for money. First of all, I would like to thank the superintendent and the board for this honor. Honestly, it's something I never expected. Especially after all of these years. I want to thank them. I'd like to thank the crowd that's here that still remembers what happened back 50 years ago or 55 years ago. It was a good time. We had a wonderful time. And we did practice hard. But I had most of this bunch right here that they decided when they were probably freshmen and before that they'd like to go to the state tournament. Well, I wanted them to go to the state tournament, and I did everything in my power to get them there. And when we got there the first time, got real close to winning it. And John, if you'd have made that free throw. No, I won't say that because you've probably heard that enough. But anyway, I want to thank all of you for remembering the best part of my life. We probably spent right here on this floor. I'll tell the story while I'm thinking about it. John was talking about the practices. We had played a game, I don't know who it was, right before Christmas. This was our 68, the team in 68. Anyway, I was happy. And we practiced every day during Christmas break, including Christmas Day. And I've got a pen and a card at my house now. I still have it. And it said, "Merry Christmas. We can't thank you for how much we've enjoyed our Christmas vacation." So anyway, I thank all of you for being here. I thank you for remembering. It was a good time. Created a lot of excitement. The students were all happy. All you people here under 50 years old, you don't know what I'm talking about. But we had a wonderful time, and I'd love to do it again. But don't guess I can. Now they say, there's an old saying, that you won't know what kind of coach you are until your players all grow up, get married, and have families. Look at this. What do you think of this? I know these boys when we were practicing, they thought I hated them. But I love every one of them, and I wasn't trading for the world. I'm proud of what they've done. There's no troublemakers in this bunch. This is a fine group, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Now, sometime maybe 50 years from now, like this, 50 years since we've been here, maybe somebody will walk in and say, look at the flag, look at the floor. And they say, Heber Dunaway Gymnasium. Well, say, you know, that old fellow must have been a pretty good coach. And that's good enough for me, and I thank you.
Mr. Heber Dunaway.